Novel coronavirus. A new cluster of novel coronavirus 2019 nCoV was identified by Chinese authorities and infections confirmed in Wuhan city, China, are spreading rapidly. Cases with a travel history have now infected over 95,000 people, as well as the first reported case in South Africa. As far as the spread is predicted, please familiarize yourselves with this topic and understand the steps that you as employees and management need to understand so that we can stop the spread. Do not be alarmed by the training and preparedness happening around you. We are here to help you, and we want each and every one of us to be prepared and know what to do and where we can go for help internationally and externally with confidence. Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses that circulate amongst animals, including camels, cats, and bats, with some causing illnesses in humans. Common signs of infection include respiratory symptoms such as coughing, shortness of breath, and breathing difficulties, fever, high temperature over 38 degrees Celsius or higher. In more severe cases, infection can cause pneumonia, severe acute respiratory syndrome, kidney failure, and even death. The World Health Organization have issued a list of standard recommendations to prevent infection spread. This include regular hand washing. Look at the posters we have distributed. Covering mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing. Avoid close contact with anyone showing symptoms of respiratory illness, such as cough or sneezing. Avoid visiting wet or live markets with contact with animals, excretions, and droppings. Thoroughly cooking your meat and eggs. If you are unwell on return from travel to an affected area, contact your healthcare provider and tell them of recent travel. Adverse prestige workers could be at a greater risk if they unexpectedly come across someone with respiratory symptoms who have traveled to an infected area. However, it is important that not only those working in healthcare, but all employees in the business be aware of the symptoms and seek medical assistance if they have any common signs of infection. Biological infections are covered by the risk of assessments, and adequate measures should be followed at all times. Don't forget to never handle bodily fluids or items that may be infected with bare hands. Always wear adequate PPE, including double gloves and face mask if it's an area increased of risk infection. All contaminated PPE should be approximately disposed or immediately after use. Under no circumstances should contaminated PPE be reused. Maintain good hygiene practices such as washing hands thoroughly, using soapy water before and after eating, smoking, or touching eyes or skin. At the earliest signs of infection, stay at home and seek medical attention. Improve your health and immune system by eating healthy, exercising, and adequate sleep.
Hello, my name is Renee Chetty, and I am the General Manager of Internal Training. At Bidvest Prestige, we are sincere in our commitment to our people, and today's Train the Trainer means that we plan to roll out practical training interventions. In doing so, we hope to raise the bar and create awareness of the coronavirus. This will enable us to create a healthy environment for our people. Our main objective with regards to training is to share and enhance knowledge of the virus. Every person that has the capacity to contribute, to protect themselves, to protect others, whether in the home, the community, the healthcare system, or the workplace. I believe leaders at all levels and in all walks of life must step forward to bring out this commitment across our society. Bidvest Prestige will continue to work with our partners and expert networks to coordinate, develop guidance, distribute supplies, share knowledge, and provide our people with the information they need to protect themselves and others.
Okay, it is a cluster of coronavirus 2019 viruses that has been identified by the Chinese authorities at first, and it spread rapidly through the Wuhan city in China. And obviously with travel history and people going around throughout the world, 95,000 people have actually contracted the virus as well. South Africa, we have identified our first cases here as well. So the aim of this awareness and training that we are giving is to give the people the knowledge and information to help with management to actually prevent and the spread of this infection throughout our clients' businesses as well as our own facility in Bidvest Prestige. The big thing is that this virus is species transmittable, and there was animals involved. As we all know, it was camels, rats, as well as bats was involved in it, which make it a more potent virus. This is a very new virus in the world. It is almost 3 months old, so the research done on the specific virus is not that great. What we do know is that it causes serious flu symptom-like symptoms, and that is your respiratory tract infection, which causes coughing, sneezing. It can even translate into pulmonary disease. And yeah, the fever, there's a high risk of fever. And the big thing about this is that in more severe cases, these people can end up in an ICU, even with pulmonary related diseases, and yeah, die of this disease. There's basic stuff that we need to put in place. And it's not all about the prevention of corona, but we're going into the flu season right away. We are standing in the front of the winter time, and this should be a daily, lively business culture that we need to develop. One of these things is your respiratory hygiene processes. When you are sneezing, coughing, you need to protect the people around you by either wearing a mask if it's severe. Other than that, cough and sneeze within your sleeve, not in your hands. And then immediately after that, do proper hygiene. Make sure that you wash or disinfect your hands with a 70% alcohol-based product. And yeah, make sure that the food that you are using and that you're consuming is really from a reputable place and not contaminated. And then if you feel like you were at risk during a travel process, please make the people around you aware of it and let the authorities, the NICD, got a public line that you can contact, and through that you can get more information and protect yourself. One thing that we mustn't do is that when you are seriously ill, to just go into any space and then be a risk to everybody out there. Make sure you are getting the right information to deal with your situation.
Effective hand washing with soap and water. Wet your hands. Apply soap. Rub palms together. Lather the back of your hands. Scrub between your fingers. Rub back of your hands on palms. Clean your thumbs. Wash fingernails and tips. Rinse your hands. Dry with single-use towel. Use towel to turn off tap. Your hands are clean. Effective use of hand sanitizer. Apply the product to one hand. Rub your hands together. Rub hands palm to palm. Rub the back of your hands. Rub for 20 seconds. Your hands are clean.